been thinking about this because I've been trying to learn some things, and I feel like there's not really adequate information on the internet regarding this topic, and I would like there to be. I mean, maybe there is and I'm just not looking in the right places, but I'm trying to learn how to rev match the car effectively and smoothly, because I feel like there's really no use doing it if you can't do it well, and I'm trying to get better at it. And I know you're thinking, like, you've modified this car so heavily, you've done so many shifter modifications, you've done so much shit to make it perform better, and you don't even know how to drive it. And to that I would say, ouch. I want to be self-sufficient and I want to be a better driver, because I learned how to drive stick in this car, a 2023 Honda Civic Type R, with all the assists that it has. And I know, like, all the who love older cars, and they'll always be like, oh, these new cars, they give you so many features that make it, you're basically driving a sim rig, you're not really driving a real manual, blah blah blah, elitist, so and so. You can never be good enough. You're a car guy, you learn how to drive manual in a newer car, you're not good enough because you don't rev match your own gears. If you know how to rev match your own gears, you're not good enough because you don't know how to heel toe, or you're not good enough because you don't double clutch. And if you do all that, you're not good enough because you don't know how to change your own oil. Oh, you know how to do that. You're not good enough because you can't change your own valve seats. Whatever, just, you know, car guys being car guys, which is, you know, people reserve their rights to hate, I think. I think that hating on things is sometimes effective if you're being relatively constructive about it. I'm trying to get better at rev matching my own gears, because my next car, if I do wind up getting myself another sports car, which I would like to do at some point, it'll not be a replacement for my Type R. I love my Type R and I will always have it. I think that this is a forever car, whether you believe that that's a real thing or not. I would want another sports car, and I would want it to be manual. I would want it to be an older car, and I feel like I need to know how to do this stuff if I plan to get into an older car, especially if you know, mechanical sympathy is at play. I mean, I care a lot about cars, and I want to be able to be a better driver. Not for anybody else's approval or anybody else's opinions. Like, I'm perfectly happy using the auto rev match system. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it is necessary to know. But the reason why it's been on my mind so much lately is because it is a crutch for me. Now, like I've said, people are always like, oh, you're driving a car that does everything for you, but it's like, when you have these newer cars, you have the option to turn all these assists off. Like, you don't have to keep them on. So I don't understand why everybody, like, whines about it. It's a nice luxury to have. Not every drive needs to be complicated. Have my shoulder belts on right now. I probably should have those on just to avoid thinking that a cop is gonna fucking come after me. But I've been getting a little bit better about being able to rev match. It's not great. Like, my rev matching from 3 to 2 is probably my biggest, like, struggle right now. It's hard to get that smooth. Like, I think anybody who drives manual, even in newer cars who have the car doing it for you, I think anybody who's driving manual knows how to rev match. You flip the throttle and you get into the lower gear. Like, that's pretty simple to understand. But heel towing is an issue, and doing it well is an issue, which is basically how it is for all things. You can do it, but can you do it well? So I want to be able to do it well. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I want to document it because maybe somebody can learn from this as well, because it's harder to learn from somebody who's been doing something for a million years and it's second nature to them. When I was learning how to drive stick, I could have easily taught somebody else how to do it. When you're learning it, it's not necessarily easier to teach somebody else, but you've got it all fresh in your mind, the basics, and helping a new person figure it out because you're new as well. When you just get your license, you have all that information fresh in your mind. You know what all the lines mean, you know what all the signs mean, you know what all, well, ideally you know all this stuff because you were just studying up on it. Now, I would have a harder time teaching somebody how to drive manual because I have been doing this for quite a while, for 2 years. Not that long compared to most people, but I would have a harder time teaching somebody who's never done it before because this has become second nature to me. Rowing through gears, modulating the clutch, and making sure I'm driving smoothly. That is very natural to me at this point. So I feel like I would have a harder time teaching somebody how to get up and go and get into second gear just now. As I'm trying to learn how to properly rev match myself, I feel like that's a good time to try to explain it to others. Now, every car is going to be different. Every car has a different clutch. Everybody has a different gear ratio. Everybody has a different throttle response. But if you're trying to get down the basics, it's all just rudimentary. See, that wasn't great. That wasn't a good one. I was getting some nice crisp ones earlier, but that wasn't good. I've been taught to over rev a little bit to try and balance yourself out and avoid jerking the car too much, but I don't know if that's necessarily very helpful information. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just got the downpipe and radiator in, and I'm getting some codes, so the car will no longer rev match for me until I get these codes taken care of. But I'm taking this opportunity because I don't have a choice, and I think that's the best way to do it. That's because I didn't give myself a choice. Like as a kid, your parents just throw you into the water. I think I just need to work on my timing. And there's also an aspect of my left and right legs don't love to work independently. Now, that makes me sound like a buffoon, but I mean, if my right leg is trying to do a quick motion, my left leg will want to as well. And that's where I've been running into the issue with like the smoothness aspect of things. Let me actually turn into here. Yeah, that was fucked. That was really bad. I'm doing a quick blip of the throttle with my right foot, and I still have to find the bite point and modulate the clutch with my left. My brain just doesn't allow me to. I need to train it, of course. It's not something that'll just come naturally, I think. Over time, I'll be able to train that skill. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who are like, you're stupid because you don't. And I just think that's the wrong outlook, because when it comes, like, I mean, it is really just a choice. Even in a car that, you know, the auto rev match isn't a thing, you still have the choice to, like, be cruising in 6th gear, just throw it into neutral and hit your brakes and just absolutely roast them. I do have the choice still, but there is, like, the mechanical sympathy aspect of everything. Like, you want to be easy on your stuff. Rev matching is cool. Like, tossing your car into neutral and just slamming on your brakes to stop all the time is not great for the car, and also just because the sound of a rev match is cool, especially if you get a little pop or burble on the back end of it. I like that sound. All in all, I am not getting very crispy downshifts. if I can be completely transparent. See, this is where I run into the issues, is that you gotta slow down quickly. That was not a great idea on my part. I just threw it into neutral and called it a day. But I got a pretty nice downshift into third. That wasn't too bad, but the downshifts from 6th to 5th, 5th to 4th, and 4th to 3rd are usually pretty easy for me, so I'm not really celebrating that too much. So if you're trying to learn this, you may not be learning anything from me. You probably aren't. But you're seeing what it's like to not know how to do it, but just throwing yourself into the water. And I'm obviously taking it easy on myself. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not, you know, heel toeing into a corner and going crazy, but it's baby steps, and I'm working towards it. That was me revving it too hard, and that was me not revving it enough. But one thing I'm trying to figure out is, like, what exactly is the right, is the right way to feel it out, because that's truly what it's all about, is like just understanding your car so well and knowing where it needs to be. And that's what I'm not really able to figure out. It's all timing, it's all synergy and motion and, you know, just coordination, which I think I'm lacking. Really all it comes down to is this is something you have to hone. This is not something you can just be good at. With driving manual, I was really proud of myself for being able to learn it so quickly, but there are aspects of it that I don't understand. Like I don't have it all down pat. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't like shaking me around or nothing. I'm proud of that. Everything's still recording. Has it really been 25 minutes already? Hopefully I was able to provide something. If anything, some entertainment value, I don't know. But I'm still figuring this out. If you're still figuring this out, good for you. Don't let other people talk you into bullshit. Because when it comes down to it, it's just driving. It's just about enjoying the drive. You don't need to be impressive for anybody else. Just do this for you. And, have fun.
Doors, control, hose, come in, pose, window, close, window, close, AC blows, nipples froze. Are you